Good evening and warm welcome to Power News, your window to the power sector. I'm Juhi Rajput. In today's episode, we're bringing an exclusive report on Karnataka's power sector and 11th edition of the world's largest power transmission and distribution exhibition, Elecrama 2014. It is being held at Bangalore International Exhibition Centre from January 8 to January 12, 2014, showcasing the latest equipment and technology in power transmission and distribution sector. Elecrama is the world's largest electrical T&D exhibition held biennially since 1990 in India, organized by IEEMA, the conglomeration of Indian electrical and electronics manufacturers. Elecrama 2014 is happening in the heart of India's infotech nucleus in the technology super hub Bangalore at Bangalore International Exhibition Centre, India's first LEED certified green exhibition space. Elecrama is the largest focused exhibition in the world of electrical transmission and distribution equipment industry with the objective of showcasing the Made in India brand to a global audience.
This is the 11th edition of Elecrama and IMP has been there in 10 of them. And every time it exceeds our expectation in terms of quality of visitors, in terms of the products which are displayed, and most importantly, in terms of sheer number of people who matter. It's a B2B exhibition and the people who come here are decision makers.
The exhibition was inaugurated by Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri Siddaramaiah. Elecrama 2014, with a special theme of Go Global, showcased the strengths and capabilities of Indian manufacturers and the global competitiveness of electrical equipment manufactured in India.
The theme of the exhibition, as we all know, is Go Global. See, there is a widespread realization in the Indian market that beyond a point, if you have to grow, you cannot depend on the domestic market. You truly have to go global. The industry needs to have a very large global footprint. And for that global footprint, the perception about the Indian industry has to change.
Elecrama 2014 featured products and technology through the entire voltage spectrum from 220 volts to 1200 kV.
I'm sure that they will definitely benefit by visiting this exhibition because companies or the vendors, they try to showcase their best products and the latest technology. So it's always a learning experience when people from all over the country and even abroad come here and showcase their products and latest technical innovations.
IEEMA also organized various concurrent events with Elecrama 2014. Cigarette technical sessions were organized to feature presentations on the future of HVT&D sector covering the complete gamut, evacuation to distribution point and high voltage transmission.
Ultimately, what we are trying to achieve is to have a total production capability for our members within our country of 100 billion USD by 2022 as per the mission plan jointly worked out by IEEMA and Government of India. And a presence in export where at least 3% of the world market share is with Indian companies. These are the two objectives on which we in IEEMA would like to work.
The Reverse Buyer-Seller Meet was organized for international buyers who plan to source electrical products and equipment from India.
I think this is a great opportunity for the Indian manufacturers to show their fantastic hardware to the world and be able to sell these products at a very competitive price, fantastic quality to the rest of the world. So the world would benefit tremendously.
Here we'll take a short break. Ahead in the bulletin, we would preview current state of power scenario in the state of Karnataka, the challenges they have already overcome and the challenges which still needs to be addressed to reform power scenario in the state. Stay tuned.
Indian Energy Exchange, India's premier power trading platform.
From manufacturing of energy cables to EHV installations to renewable energy solutions to retail energy products, our technology energizes lives. Rovin, energizing lives.
करेगा?
पढ़ूंगा। रात को बंद तो नहीं होगा?
2 दिन तक पढ़ पाएगा।
L&T Diva Solar Lantern with built-in mobile charger. चले कई रात बस एक चार्ज पर.
Power Grid Corporation of India, the central transmission utility, world-class integrated global transmission company with dominant leadership in emerging power market, ensuring reliability, safety and economy. Power Grid, building a smarter grid.
Welcome back. We are today focusing on Karnataka's power sector, the challenges they have overcome and challenges which still needs to be addressed to reform power scenario in this state. Karnataka has been facing both peak and energy deficits over the last few years. Electricity requirement grew at a compound annual growth rate of 8%, while availability only grew at around 7%, leading to increasing electricity deficits. Karnataka has a total installed capacity of around 13,000 megawatt, including the share of central grid. The energy requirement in 2013 stood at 66,274 million units, but the supply stands at 57,044 million units. That's a deficit of over 15%. Contrastingly, the peak energy demand is 10,124 megawatt, even though the installed capacity is 13,818 megawatt. Increasing coal supply shortages and unfavorable climatic conditions resulting in reduced water levels have been the main causes of energy deficit.
We had some troublesome summer, and the peak demand in this year in the summer was about 18,000 megawatt, 8800 megawatt, and the availability was about 1600. So there was a gap of about 1900 megawatt, but thanks to the good rains, we do not have any problem, and the demand at present is 7300 megawatt. So we are comfortable as of now.
In order to reduce the demand-supply gap, Government of Karnataka has taken initiatives to improve the generation capacity of the state. The state plans to add around 5,000 megawatt by 2017. The state of Karnataka is also taking considerable steps to solve the issue of electricity shortage by increasing the use of renewable energy.
In 2017-18, that we will be requiring some 84,000 million unit power, which is quite a large thing, and as you know that state is also growing, urbanization, we are also in the forefront of industry. So yes, there will be demand for power, but we are looking at it, and both conventional and non-conventional energy, we are trying to build upon that.
As per the State Energy Department, the installed capacity of power plants in Karnataka will reach 18,632 megawatt by 2017 and 28,083 megawatt by 2022. To find out what challenges could possibly be faced in meeting this target, our correspondent Deepa Padmanabhan spoke to Mr. G. Kumar Naik, MD, KPTCL.
What are the major challenges in the state power sector?
Right now, Karnataka is relatively comfortable in the power scenario.
Okay.
However, in the long term, in the medium term, Karnataka is expected to face some power shortage. For that purpose, the immediate challenge would be to how to augment the generation capacity. There are two-pronged approach. One is to increase the generation within the state. Another is to improve the availability of power from western and northern and other grids in the country. Wherever there is surplus, we should be in a position to draw them and utilize it for the purpose of Karnataka.
The other challenge would be to plan transmission capacity for evacuating power from upcoming plants in the state. Due to increasing demand from BESCOMs, State Transco KPTCL plans to increase its transmission capacity to 20,336 megawatt by 2015-16 from the existing 14,248 megawatt. Let's see how KPTCL is planning to meet the challenges of transmission sector. Our correspondent Deepa Padmanabhan spoke to Mr. Eswaran, Director Transmission, KPTCL.
Totally put together around 9,000 megawatts of power will have to be absorbed in our network in the next 5 years, for which we are building large EHV transmission lines of 400 kV to an extent of 1,000 kilometers in the next 3 to 4 years, and that quite a number of substations are coming, and the investment also is to the tune of 3,000 to 4,000 crores only in the EHV line.
Karnataka is among those states which are front runners in effective implementation of IT-enabled services in the power distribution sector. In spite of several challenges, some of the state BESCOMs have done considerably well in terms of AT&C loss reduction and effective implementation of customer grievance redressal system. The AT&C loss level in BESCOM has come down to 14% from 34% in the year 2008. Our APDRP projects are also getting implemented in major towns as per the scheduled plan. Here are the excerpts of interview of Mr. Pankaj Kumar Pandey, MD, BESCOM.
We have been one of the pioneer states in terms of using the latest technologies. Our APDRP is an all-India project where we have been doing considerably well when compared to the states. But apart from that, something which have not been tried in the other states, like distribution automation system or DAS, where we identify the fault say within half an hour rather than compared to the conventional system of it taking almost 1.5 hours. Then automatically switching on the feeder so that the power immediately comes from alternate sources in a city like Bangalore. Right now the electricity distribution is now a technology intensive industry in terms of say usage of technology, and our idea is that in the next 4 to 5 years we should use the maximum technology to get control over the entire distribution system. We are doing a smart grid pilot in our electronic city which houses most of our say software and other industries. Then using technology for our GIS, for our planning, for our billing, for our customer interaction, for speaking to the consumers. So that is how we want to leverage the technology to help in what you can say smart delivery of services from our side.
By using best technology in communication and best practices in power sector, BESCOM is ensuring quality power supply to its consumers. Technology can help to reduce losses, improve supply situation, energy accounting and create a better customer grievance redressal system. We hope Elecrama evolved as a platform for utilities and technology provider to meet and find the right solutions to meet their respective demands. Here we'll take another short break. Ahead in the bulletin we have with us Mr. Sanjeev Sardana, Chairman Elecrama 2014 and Mr. Raj Eswaran, President IEEMA, to talk how Elecrama is growing stronger despite exhibitions slowing down the world over. Keep watching Power News.
Indian Energy Exchange, India's premier power trading platform.
Jal, jal, jal.
जल 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 से जल तक मेगा वाटर से मेगावाट्स तक SJVN Limited.
Power Finance Corporation, the most preferred financial institution, providing affordable and competitive products and services with efficient and internationally integrated sourcing. PFC, partnering the reforms in the Indian power sector.
Welcome back. You're watching an exclusive coverage on Elecrama 2014 in Power News. Manufacturers, traders, utilities, consultants and decision makers from over 100 countries converged at Elecrama 2014. Market leaders with their latest products from the fields of power transmission and distribution, lighting, building automation and energy efficiency showcased their products. The 5-day exhibition spans over an area in excess of 60,000 square meter, had 6 country pavilions and visited by over 1,25,000 visitors from over 25 countries. The world's largest power transmission and distribution confluence, Elecrama 2014, was an event that marked its tryst with history, yet again surpassing its earlier edition in terms of complete value generation to every stakeholder and partner who have been a part of this movement of epic proportion. As a business event, Elecrama 2014 once again pushed the envelope by delivering superior trade and business opportunities, especially bringing in a focused interface for manufacturers and suppliers of technology to display and dialogue with potential buyers from various world markets.
Elecrama is a platform where Indian industry showcases its products related to transmission and distribution particularly. It interfaces these equipment manufacturers with the domestic utilities and power producers and to the transmission companies and distribution companies who are their customers. It also brings together the Indian electrical equipment manufacturers and overseas buyers.
Elecrama 2014 also continued its commitment and vision of scouting new talent in the field of electrical and allied engineering. The continued focus on innovation and recognizing talent pays manifold in directing young energies into seeking new, improved and sustainable solutions for tomorrow's need. To talk in detail on Elecrama 2014, we have with us Mr. Raj Eswaran, President IEEMA, and Mr. Sanjeev Sardana, Chairman Elecrama 2014. Mr. Sardana, first of all tell us that Elecrama has been held in Bangalore for the first time. So what was the idea behind having Karnataka as your partner state?
You see, we have been traditionally organizing in Mumbai, and in between twice we organized in Delhi. But after review of every exhibition, we had three major challenges. You know, the venue, the housekeeping, the ambience, and quite a few other issues in terms of infrastructure. So when we looked at Bangalore International Exhibition Center, you know, the entire council, executive council and organizing committee decided that since our theme is Go Global, so let's shift our venue to a world-class global venue. That's one reason that we shifted to Bangalore. And secondly, we were surprised by the overwhelmed support by the state government that Karnataka government has become our official partner. Their BESCOM and telecom companies, which is KPTCL and BESCOM, are the official sponsored partners of this event.
Mr. Eswaran, how do you see the role of Elecrama in Karnataka's growth story and meeting its challenges of T&D sector?
Karnataka as a state is making great investments towards upgrading the electrical network. It's not only availability of electricity but also availability of quality power. The kind of investments going into the IT infrastructure with the IT parks, SEZs, etc. coming in, the quality of power becomes very important. The state has also taken big strides in trying to integrate renewables with the existing conventional sources of energy. For example, rooftop solar is becoming a reality in Bangalore. Given all of this, we believe Elecrama would offer Karnataka a platform to see the latest technologies that are available and also help the utility in terms of assessing the various technologies to upgrade their networks.
Mr. Sardana, coming to the theme of Elecrama 2014, which is Made in India, Made for the World, do you think that Indian products are globally competitive and local manufacturers are capable enough to develop world-class engineering products at competitive rate?
You see, as we look at the total global market scenario of the electrical products, Indian electrical products have about 1% of the market share, currently at $5 billion. And most of these products are manufactured by small and medium enterprises. And today, right from Middle East to Far East to Africa, Indian products acceptability is really getting better and better. All the power utilities are preferring to buy Indian products because Indian companies are maintaining world-class standards. Their products are being certified by international laboratories like IEEMA and CHESI, and they are competitive in terms of price.
Mr. Sardana, how has been the response vis-a-vis your expectations from Elecrama 2014?
Well, you know, instead of industry being in little slow mode at the moment, but we have seen a growth of 17% in our exports. So that's why we kept the theme of Go Global, and we have also organized an international T&D conclave for the first time, where we have eminent speakers from World Bank, United States, from UAE, from Nigeria, from Kenya. These are the countries who have emerged as new partners for Indian electrical trade. So we see a big quantum jump in seeing that, you know, the Indian electrical exports will go up.
Mr. Eswaran, IEEMA has organized 10 successful editions of Elecrama over the last 20 years. Elecrama 2014 started from 8 January. So what are the major highlights and concurrent events of Elecrama 2014?
Elecrama 2014 is more than an exhibition. There are a number of technical seminars, presentations, the gatherings of potential buyers and sellers, etc. That makes it an event rather than just an exhibition. We could look at it in a multifaceted manner. To start with, let us look at it from a customer perspective. From a customer perspective, with respect to utilities, Elecrama showcases the best and the latest in terms of technology development. And as a growing nation where we are power hungry at all times, it displays or shows some of the most energy efficient products, cost efficient technologies that are available that would help better our transmission and distribution network in terms of getting power to the people.
Mr. Sardana, Elecrama also has an international pavilion. How many countries have participated in this edition of Elecrama? Also tell us from which all countries and world market it has received the delegation and potential buyers.
We have delegates and business visitors from over 30 countries in Elecrama this time. And we've also had sponsored delegates which have come from 130 countries. And the sponsorship was granted to IEEMA by Ministry of Commerce for promoting exports. And as far as exhibitors from countries who are participating in this Elecrama are from Europe, from Korea, from China. And when I say Europe, it covers Spain, Germany, Italy, England, and also from United States.
Mr. Sardana, Elecrama has yet again surpassed its earlier edition in terms of complete value generation to every stakeholder and partner who have been a part of this movement. What is your vision for future Elecrama events?
Well, you know, there's a great business opportunity coming in India also. As per Government of India's plan, we are looking at $500 billion worth of investment coming in India in the next 5 years. So looking at that trend, I'm sure by Elecrama 2016, there'll be a lot of positive flip side in the Indian industry as well. So this advantage goes to the Indian industry. They'll be able to cater to the new requirements as well as build up capacities and standards to meet the international requirements and achieve our target of $25 billion of exports, which we have laid for achieving in the Indian industry.
Thanks Mr. Sardana and Mr. Eswaran for joining us in PAN News. Elecrama is not an exhibition but a robust and reliable strategic business tool that companies employ to move to the next orbit. For individuals, it's a premier learning platform to interact and interface with the community and build strong networks. With this, we come to an end of this episode of PAN News. Keep sending us your suggestions and views at info@indianpowernews.com or call us on 011-405-60701. I'll be back next week with more news and updates. Till then, goodbye and take care.